People thought I was dumb, not because I was stupid, but because I couldn't speak English. And the day I learned English, everything changed. When I started learning English, I had two roommates who laughed at me. They said things like, I will never be fluent in English. English is too hard. It is only easy if you live in an English speaking country. Every laugh made me doubt myself, but it also showed me something important. People judge your potential based on where you were, not where you are going. To them, my broken English meant I wasn't capable. They didn't see effort, they didn't see discipline, they only saw mistakes. What that did to me though, at first I tried to ignore it, but over time it got into my head. I started doubting myself, I spoke less, I practiced in silence, not because I didn't want to learn, but because I was tired of being laughed at. I wasn't afraid of English, I was afraid of being judged. And when you are constantly judged, you don't lose confidence, you start losing your voice. And the worst part is that we shared the same room. So I couldn't practice my English freely. I started speaking in a low voice. Sometimes I practiced in silence, moving my lips, repeating sentences in my head, just so they wouldn't hear me speaking. Not because English was useless, but because to them it was a waste of time. Little by little, that pressure changed me. I stopped practicing out loud. I stopped trusting my own process. I wasn't scared of English. I was scared of being mocked. And when you have to hide your learning, you are not just learning a language in silence, you are silencing yourself. And I almost gave up because I was practicing in silence. I started learning English the wrong way. I focused on grammar rules, I memorized the vocabulary lists, I translated everything in my head. I studied a lot, but I wasn't speaking. And the more I studied, the more tired and frustrated I became. There was a moment when I thought, maybe they're right. Maybe English is not for me. That's when I almost gave up. But what almost destroyed my confidence ended up changing my life. That's when everything changed. I realized the problem was never my intelligence. The problem was the method I was using. That's when I discovered two powerful methods to learn English: comprehensible input and shadowing. I stopped trying to sound perfect. I stopped waiting to be ready to start speaking. I started listening, watching, and speaking at the same time, even with mistakes. Slowly, English stopped feeling heavy and it started feeling natural. And that is when my voice came back. I started speaking with confidence. People listened, people respected my ideas. And the same people who doubted me were surprised when they heard my English. Not because I became smarter, but because I finally had a voice. That's when I understood something powerful. English doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you have always been. Now the lesson. What I learned. Here is the truth nobody tells you. Not speaking English doesn't mean you're dumb. It means you never had the right environment and you were taught the wrong way. Language is not intelligence. Language is a tool. And when you don't have the tool, people underestimate what you are capable of. If people have ever laughed at you, ignored you, or made you feel small just because your English wasn't good, I see you. You are not slow. You are not incapable. You are not behind. You just haven't been given a way to use your voice yet. That's why I show my journey here. Not to show off perfect English, but to show what is possible. If you want to learn English the natural way, without fear, without shame, and without forcing fluency, watch the long videos on this channel, subscribe, and learn English the way humans actually learn languages. Because fluency is not forced. When the method is right, it emerges. And I see you in the next video. Peace.